Welcome back to another episode of Investment Playbook. In this episode, we are going to talk about rare earth minerals. We will explore exactly what they are, why they're so important, and the best stocks connected to the rare earth mineral market. As usual, please note that everything in this video is for only entertainment and informational purposes and does not constitute investment advice. Always do your own research and consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Let's get started. A rare earth mineral is a mineral that contains one or more rare earth elements as major metal constituents. Rare earth elements are a group of 17 chemical elements on the periodic table. They include the 15 lanthanides, as well as scandium and yttrium, which are included because they share similar chemical properties with the lanthanides and are typically found in the same mineral deposits. These metals are typically lustrous, silvery white, and soft. The term rare earth is actually a misnomer. These elements are not rare in the Earth's crust. In fact, the most abundant rare earth element, cerium, is about as common as copper. The rarest rare earth element is still more prevalent than gold. The name comes from two key factors. First, low concentration. Unlike base metals, rare earth elements are geochemically dispersed and rarely found concentrated in large, high-purity deposits. It is unusual to find concentrated and economically viable deposits that are worth mining. Second, difficult to isolate. They were historically difficult to isolate and purify from the minerals in which they were found, as they share very similar chemical properties. Therefore, while the elements themselves are abundant, economically mineable deposits are what is truly rare. Rare earth elements are indispensable for a vast range of modern, high-tech, and defense applications due to their unique properties. Their most critical and high-value applications fall into the following major categories. First, high-performance permanent magnets. This is the single largest and most important use of rare earth elements, accounting for nearly half of global demand. The resulting magnets are the strongest known, allowing devices to be smaller, lighter, and more powerful. Second, catalysts and refining. Rare earth elements are highly effective catalysts, which are substances that increase the rate of chemical reactions. Therefore, they are widely used for automotive catalytic converters and petroleum refining. Third, phosphors and displays. Phosphors are substances that emit light when energized, and rare earth elements are central to producing specific colors and improving efficiency. Rare earth elements are used in LED and fluorescent lighting as well as flat panel displays. Finally, rare earth elements are used to enhance the performance of other materials or provide unique functionalities, such as rechargeable batteries or medical imaging. In short, rare earth elements are the vitamin pill of modern technology, used in relatively small amounts, but absolutely critical to the function and efficiency of everything from green energy systems to military defense. Before we continue, please remember to like this video if you want to see more content like this in the future. Also, subscribe to our channel and check out other video series down in the description below. Let us continue. Given the criticality of rare earths, securing reliable access to a large supply of these elements is paramount for the United States. This objective is challenged by the current global production landscape, as China remains the dominant producer, supplying over two-thirds of the world's rare earth minerals in 2023, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. This overwhelming market share presents a significant geopolitical vulnerability for the United States. As part of the ongoing trade tensions, Beijing has already moved to tighten export controls on rare earths and related technologies, directly challenging the United States' ability to secure these critical materials. In response to China's tight control of rare earths, the United States has pursued a number of measures to shore up these mineral supplies. First, the U.S. Defense Department announced a $400 million investment into MP Materials, which owns the only operational rare earth mine in the U.S. at Mountain Pass, California. This made the U.S. government the largest shareholder in the company. Second, the U.S. and Australia have signed a deal worth $8.5 billion to develop a diversified and secure supply chain for critical minerals. This deal leverages Australia's vast mineral reserves and the United States' industrial demand and financial backing to build an alternative to China's near monopoly. Now, let us look at some of the U.S. companies that stand to benefit from the growing domestic demand for rare earth elements. The first such company is MP Materials Corporation, stock ticker MP. MP Materials is the leading U.S. rare earth producer, operating the Mountain Pass mine in California, which is the only active rare earth mine in the United States. The company is vertically integrated to produce finished rare earth magnets in Fort Worth, Texas. The U.S. Department of Defense has become a major shareholder through a substantial equity investment and established a long-term supply agreement for its output. It also has a $500 million supply deal with Apple for magnets made from recycled materials. The second company is USA Rare Earth, stock ticker USAR. Being a relatively new company, founded in 2019, USA Rare Earth is actively developing a full mine-to-magnet strategy. It is currently developing the Texas Round Top deposit in West Texas, which contains heavy rare earths. The company is also working on a sintered neodymium iron boron magnet manufacturing plant in Stillwater, Oklahoma, which is planned to go commercial in the first half of 2026. The company is heavily focused on raising capital and building its downstream magnet production business to establish a revenue stream before the upstream mining operation comes online. USA Rare Earth has been in close communication with the White House, leading to speculation of potential government financial backing or a stake similar to other companies in the sector. The third company is American Resources Corporation, stock ticker AREC. It is a coal-based company that is pivoting to become a rare earth mineral company. It has been a supplier of metallurgical carbon to the steel industry, with operations in the Central Appalachian Basin. American Resources Corporation is leveraging its existing land, infrastructure, and historical assets to extract rare earth elements from vast amounts of previously extracted coal waste deposits in Kentucky and West Virginia. The concentrated rare earth element material is then refined by its subsidiary ReElement Technologies, which operates a U.S. facility that can separate and purify both heavy and light rare earth elements at scale. In short, American Resources Corporation is using the waste byproduct from its historic coal business to become a major player in the critical mineral supply chain. The final company on the list is NioCorp Developments, stock ticker NB. NioCorp is currently a development stage company and is not yet in commercial production. The company's primary focus is the development of the Elk Creek project in Nebraska, which targets a unique combination of niobium, scandium, and titanium, with rare earth elements as a co-product. This project aims to establish a domestic scandium supply chain, an element critical for defense and aerospace alloys. The company has received a grant of up to $10 million from the Department of Defense to advance its critical minerals project. Currently, all these companies are operating at a loss because they are sinking millions into developing their infrastructure and supply chains for rare earth production. While profitability is distant, the critical nature of rare earth elements and the drive to onshore production have fueled massive investor enthusiasm. Consequently, their stocks have seen dramatic gains this year. USA Rare Earth is up 59%, MP Materials is up 296%. NioCorp Developments is up 424%. American Resources Corporation is up 450%. This staggering influx of capital highlights the speculative but high-potential nature of these unprofitable ventures. Notably, the stock of USA Rare Earth has appreciated the least because, compared to its more established peers, the company is still very much in its early, high-risk development stage. However, the company's stock price suggests perhaps it has the most room for further growth. The U.S. and China recently established a trade framework following a summit between their respective leaders, President Trump and President Xi, at the APEC gathering in South Korea. This framework includes China's agreement to a one-year suspension of its newly implemented export restrictions on rare earth minerals. Despite this trade agreement, there is a continuing and powerful imperative for the United States to become self-sufficient in its own rare earth mineral production. That's the end of this episode of Investment Playbook. We hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel for all future contents. Thank you for tuning in, and we wish you a wonderful day.